What are you doing? Too cold. No remote start this morning. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Push button. Oh!
Highline low.
Heat. Good morning. Obviously it snowed. Not as horrible as we thought, but a little more south, getting pretty bad. Actually, all the way down to the coast, they're getting snow, like a few inches, which is surprising. We just got a light dusting. Clean the trailer out best I could. We're gonna let it heat up here in a little while, for a little while. What I'm gonna do today is, I found all those lights the other day. We're gonna do lights on the trailer, flashing lights. The other day I had to back down out of a client's property, and it was just not good. Blind corner, people not paying attention, and the only lights you have are the ones back here when you turn your hazards on. And that works good when you're on the interstate, but when back around the corner, not that much. So the plan is this. We're gonna do 2 lights in the back. I'm thinking probably one right there, one right there. Nothing too crazy there. And then for the side, I'm gonna say one right above the these, so like right there on both sides. So we're at 4 in the rear, and in the front, I'm saying I would like to put one here and there, but the tires there, I kind of want it to be symmetrical. No, I guess we'll just put one right behind the second pocket right here. So then one there, and then one here, one there. So 4 and 4. 8 lights, I got 12, so more than enough. I think that would look good. Basically, I'm just gonna wire them in unison, so the wire will come in, and I'll just run one wire down, around, and back. That way they're all wired together. They're LEDs, so they're not gonna take up that much juice. And then what I'm gonna do to get them wired from the trailer to the truck is run the wire out and just attach it to the harness here, and then on the truck, run a wire from my outfitter switches all the way back down. I've seen some guys do it where they have like a secondary remote and they have to add a remote and a receiver to the trailer. I didn't want to do that, especially because I don't know if this trailer I'll probably keep for a while, but other trailers I just want to make it so I can easily add and take off the lights. So I think that will work the best. And literally the other day, I had a wire running from the front of battery all the way to the back, and I cut it because I'm like, I'm not gonna need this anymore, and I could have used that. So most of it's still run, and if I dig through this trash, I think I can find the rest of it. Just feels nice and insulated and good to go. So that is the plan for today. Trailer, get all that wired up, good to go. Then the truck, I'm going back out at that job tomorrow, and I have to back out the same way. Like to have some flashing lights on the trailer. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll let this thaw off and then go for the dogs. Alrighty, I got the lights marked out. We're out to the 2, 2, 4 up there. And then I just kind of rigged together. I had a battery that was charged and these alligator prongs. So basically I'm gonna go around with these lights. No, leave it. They smell the treats I'm about to give them. Obviously black is ground, red is power. Or, I'm sorry, white's ground. Positive, negative, ground. There we go. And then the yellow is to change the mode. So I have these two on the same mode. It's kind of like a random flash pattern, which I liked. And then I'm gonna figure out a pattern for back here, probably more of a consistent one just because it's the rear. And then, I don't know. There's only so many patterns I have, but I'm trying to go through, get them all programmed, get them all set, make sure they all work. And then run the wire, do everything at the top of the trailer, get it set up, get it good to go, and then get it underneath. I know, your treats are coming. This one already broke off, but okay. Give it to him over here. Sit. Nah, no jump. That one, okay. There you go. Take it. Okay, here. I'm not gonna let you have it. Hey, it's the same as the one you have. All right, I'll keep them busy for a little while. Back to wiring. She heard the truck start. So did she. So, slight change of plans. I'm already in the mode of doing electrical stuff to the trailer. We're gonna do everything. So all the lights are programmed, and then I figured out this white wire will just do solid. And I like that because this is a solid white. I like having a little more light around the trailer. And I thought, you know what, if we're gonna do it, let's just do it once and be done. So I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 pods. I'm gonna do, these fenders come off. I'm never gonna take them off for no reason. So we're gonna do some pods right here. We'll cut it out, put an in flush one there. Flush one on that as well, on that side as well. What that'll do is get the light back here. I'm not gonna put anything here because these fold down. Mainly for loading equipment or just backing down a dark area. This will be perfect. I'm gonna show you the one side, everything will be mirrored on the other side. And then up here, what I'm gonna do, that tire's really screwing me up. I'll probably get another mount and mount it here so I have 2 tires, kind of make it symmetrical. But what I'll do is, same kind of where this pod's gonna be, which will probably be somewhere here. I'll probably center them up. I'm gonna put down here, yeah, I can adjust to that, a light, one of those probably 4-incher wide ones on a swivel, and angle it down a little bit this way to light all this up, so when I'm backing up I can see everything. And then for loading equipment, I'm gonna put a pod here and a pod there on a swivel mount, so I can shoot right down the side to bind everything down, or I can move it where I need on the trailer. So we're looking at 2 pods and then 2 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 more lights. And then hopefully I have wire, tractor supply, because I don't know if I have enough for all of this. But then I'm gonna wire everything up. I'm gonna have to wire 2 wires for my truck. Number 1 and number 2. Number 1 will be for the flashers, and then number 2 would be for all the other lights. I could put another controller in here. I don't want to do that because I'm swapping trailers a lot. I don't want to have different remotes, so I just want the truck to be the controller. I just flip a switch, good to go. So, good plan. Let's get it done. Yeah, roads are fine, no big deal. Alrighty, we're back. I'm not going to do anything to the truck. We're going to have the lights I needed, so forget all that. Not exactly what I wanted or was thinking of, but we'll make it work. So these are obviously going to be the ones for back here. They should just fit. I'll cut a little hole out, flush mount them. Simple as that. So that's for back here. These are going to be the big ones, the big work lights that are going to go there and there on a little swivel mount. And then these are the little ones that are going to go on the side up in the front, like so, kind of pointed down. A little farther out than I would have liked, but they're still going to be within the wheel well, so it'll be fine. So first things first, we're going to open everything up, test everything. I also got 200 foot of wire because basically now I have to do everything twice. We'll do 1 wire all the way around for the flashers, and then another wire for the those. So Next up is I'm going to take everything out and mock everything up and go from there. Alrighty, we are going back out. I need to get... I should not have bought in 12 gauge wire. It's way too thick. I need like 16 gauge, but I already spent like $140 on it, so we're gonna use it. I need to get those wire twisty things because I have to get 3 12 gauge wires put together, so it's like this thick with wise, and that's the only way to really do it. So I'm gonna go run and go get some more of those, the red ones. It's got to be the red big ones. Alrighty, we're back. We have absolutely everything we need now. So I got to get the red ones, and then I got 200 foot more 16 gauge just to run the other wires, so it looks all nice. Then I kept thinking, how am I going to connect it from the truck to the trailer? And I was thinking to have 2 separate wires, and I thought, I don't know, I don't like how it's going to look because you have to have 3 plugs back there, or 2 plugs, 1, 2, well 3, because you have the 7 pin plus the other 2 just kind of dangling there. And I thought, haha, 4 flat. So the ground will stay the ground, and then I'll just take the 2 pins that I want, and those will get power. So basically all I'll do is they'll keep the same ground, because that doesn't matter, and then I'll just run 2 different wires, 1 to 1, 1 to 2 for the 2 different pins, matched up in this, and in theory, it should work. So I'm gonna get back to mocking everything up. Alrighty, everything's wired up. Moment of truth. Aha, lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, perfect. So I think that'll work because it'll be mounted right there. Shine a little more of a spotlight than I was thinking, but it'll work. So that'll go there. These will go right in my face apparently. Oh, that would be perfect. That's exactly what I need lit up. That'll go there. And then these will go right there. Again, bit of a spotlight, but nothing wrong with that. Awesome. Well, I know all that's good to go. So what I'm gonna do now is the exact same thing with the flashers, as long as that goes well. Next up is just to start drilling holes and running wire. So far, so good. Okay, same as last time. Let's see what happens. Lots of things. Okay. So, correct. I thought that was a little fast, but no. Correct. Good. Wrong. Okay. So all in all, pretty good. Just this one's wrong. This one has to be that one, because I like the alternating of a little more random in the back. So we just need to touch yellow to ground. So let me fix that. Okay, all good. We were just 1 off. So everything works, and just because we can. So now the fun part. We now need to install everything. I'm just gonna self-tap these in. I don't really want them to be super permanent. Like, I'm not gonna cut housings out and all that. So basically I'll just drill a hole for the wire to go through. We'll kind of center these ones up in between that. This one I want to put in between here, and then this one will sit, switch it up a little bit. I'm thinking like an angle, like right in here somewhere. And then these back ones are going to be right around that red one there, and then one there. Again, we're just going to drill holes for the wire and then just self-tap them in, nothing crazy. So I'm going to do all the flashers first, and then we're going to do the big lights. Okay. That one's wrong. That one's correct. Both of those are wrong. I might leave it like that. I don't know. That one's wrong. Good Lord. Correct. Okay. Gotta love Chinese stuff. For some reason, they keep deprogramming. Do I hate this? I don't know. I might. Okay. So I have to reprogram. Those 2 are good. I'm going to reprogram that one. I'm going to leave these 2 for now. That's what it's supposed to be. And then I have to reprogram that one. Oh no, not horrible. Already, they're all programmed properly. All good to go. So the next step is really just get some self-tappers, which I don't have, so I'm gonna have to run to the store again and get more self-tappers. But just self-tap them in, and then after that, it will be running all the lights and the wiring for the work lights. So all in all, pretty good. And then once the work lights all ran and good, I'll go through and wire tie everything and electrical tape everything and zip tie. That's what I was looking for, and make it all nice and pretty looking. It basically, it's gonna follow the factory wiring harness, so there's already clips there, so it won't be in the way of anything, which would be great. So off to the store for the third time. Last store run, I promise, to myself, because I can't keep doing this. We need to get another one of these, either shorter, like half the height, or get some washers. So I'm bringing this. And then for everything else, we're just gonna self-tap. What I'm gonna do with this one, set it up, weld it down, because I have to be able to swivel it still. That way, when it's bolted down, if I just turn it this way, it'll be tight and locked in, but I can still move it side to side because I'll be doing stuff on the deck. The rest of these, I'm just gonna unbolt this and then just self-tap it. That doesn't need to be movable, nor does the one in the back need to be movable. So self-tappers for those, that, and then a new one of these and or washers. Up. Up. Alrighty, this is the project that will never end. I need to go get longer self-tappers. It's kind of making it work. So the issue we have, that little hump right there, so they can't mount flush. So they're kind of just wonky. I mean, they're on there. They're just wonky. I was just gonna say, leave it, because I've been to the store 4 times already, but it's just not working anymore, so I need this. This is the exact one I need. I'm taking it with me. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 of these, at least. So I'll try to get like a 30 pack, because the small ones I broke, the medium-sized ones are too short, so this is what I need. It's never gonna end. Alrighty, this is taking way longer than it should, but we've actually made progress. We have everything mounted, so I have to spray paint that, but I welded these on, I welded the bolt on, some washers for spacers, and basically I can move them a little bit up and down, which is what I need if I want it here, there, whatever. Yeah, not the best looking, but it works. This I have pointed right there. I have not painted it yet. I don't think I have paint. Again, I'll paint this. Again, not the best looking. It works. Everything's mirrored on the other side. My thought was, I believe that one and that one are going to get crushed the second I open this, but we'll deal with that later. We will take the wins where we can get them. So let me show you how I plan on hooking it up to the truck, which I still have to do because come hell or high water, this all will be working tonight. All right, imagine this is the truck. Basically you have a 4-flat. So I hooked up both grounds to this one, and then in the truck I have upfitter switches. So upfitter switch 1 will be whatever that will be, I can't remember right now, and 2 will be what 2 will be. So let's go on this adventure together and figure it out. Hold on. Shit. I really gotta stop doing that. Okay, one is the lights. You'll be able to see once I get it outside. So one is lights, works very well. Out shocking myself. 2 are strobes. Now, the strobes are cheap Chinese ones. I had them all programmed. I had the 4 in the front programmed as one, the 2 in the rear is another, and the two on the sides one, and 2 in the rear is another. They've all defaulted to just flashing. I'm okay with that now. So that's what we got. It's just flashing, which not as cool as the other ones, but I won't get hit, in theory. So we gotta clean all this up and get the truck in here. Alrighty, so plan is very, very simple. It'll be switch 1 and 2. Luckily, well, not so lucky, lucky-ish, I had already run a wire back there for a different reason. In the other videos, that thing that was sitting here, and I cut it, and then I cut it like again right here. So in theory, all this wire is run. All I have to do is reattach it there, reattach it to those two, and run to the back. So this, in theory, should go a lot quicker. Alrighty, it's way too late. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I haven't eaten anything today. I've just been focused on this. Last thing was a ground. I spent the last hour trying to find a ground, and in the last attempt, Hail Mary, I tried something and it worked. So first off, I tried going through the frame. It's way too thick. I mean, it's a good thing it's a 450, so thick frames are good, but it ain't drilling through that. Self-tappers down, I was just making bit after bit after bit, even with drill bits. Then I tried finding a wire, and no, I didn't want to find a wire. So I kind of MacGyvered it. We have the 7-pin and the 4-flat. Let me take this out first. Okay, so we have the 7-pin up here and then a 4-flat down here. I never tow anything with a 4-flat, and if I ever will, I'll have a converter for it. So I know that there's a ground right here, and I tested it out. I mean, obviously it works. So what I did was, on the back side, I pretty much just cut it out so you could see the metal and drilled a little hole right next to it. And then we have these shrink wraps with, what do you call it? The metal that melts. The metal that melts is called silicone. No? Solder. So it's shrink wrap with a little piece of solder in it. I'm like, well, that should work. So I took, zoom in on there. I ground out the one next to it. I took the biggest piece we had and just put the wire straight through the little hole on the bottom left. You can kind of see my jeans through it, or bottom right. Just went right through it, right next to it, and then heated it up. It shrunk to it, and then the solder melted, and it works. So I just have to button it up. Basically, we're just gonna put that in there, run this wire to the one wire down there, then this will work 100%, and the trailer will work, and then I'll be happy. So nothing wrong, nothing else should happen from here on out. Shouldn't. Alrighty, we're gonna put the puppies to bed now. We're not going nowhere, cage. Because if I don't, they put the bone in for them. Hey, it's past your bedtime by about 2.5 hours, so you should sleep in a little bit tomorrow. But if I don't put them to bed now, when I'm underneath there, they're just gonna be all over me. So yeah, put them to bed now. I'm gonna finish it. Alrighty, all buttoned up. In theory, it should work fine. So let's test it. So the exposed one is the ground. 1 and 2 are both on right now, so we'll hook up the leads to 1 and 2. Oh, hold on, that'll be right. We'll hook up 1 to 1 or 1, and please. Oh, green is good. All right. Green is good. It works. Oh, beautiful. It works. Only took 13 hours, 13 and a half hours. But truck is done. Trailer is done. In theory, tomorrow we will figure out if it all works. Goodbye. I'm going to bed. I don't want to see this truck and trailer ever again.